Hello worldo, this is Wolfstar Games. It's Anton, and yes, I'm at a different angle. I found that with the past few videos that I've been a little small in frame. Since my webcam doesn't really have a zoom function and all, so I decided to put my webcam on top of my laptop instead. And I feel like this will work actually better, especially now that I have a little more of a pedestal for my laptop to sit on, with my new cooling pad. So maybe this will work better. And this way you actually see me straight on instead of at more of a side view. Last time we switched phases, going from Nae's phase to Frau's phase instead, because I accidentally had gotten onto Nae's phase when I didn't mean to. And we learned with Frau that she's entering a beauty pageant, but not of her own volition. Which it really should be of her own volition, and not anyone else's. But, that's not the first time that I've seen this. Like Persona 4 Golden also had this problem, and I thought the same thing with Persona 4 Golden. It's like don't enter someone if they don't want to be in a certain event, especially if it's like a beauty pageant. It's like, don't enter a girl into a beauty pageant if she doesn't want to participate. And of course, Frau doesn't want to, and she voiced that very clearly. But it seems that we're still going through with her being part of the beauty pageant, especially since we learned that Usui is also going to be in the pageant as well. It's like we need to have Frau in the beauty pageant at this point. I feel. I mean, Usui of all people in a beauty pageant. I mean, it was bad enough in Persona 4 Golden of the same thing kind of happening, but also seeing it in Robotics Notes DaSH, it's like Frau has to win now. And I hope she does. I mean, this is her route after all, so. Sure, let's get into this, shall we? Minus my water. Jeez. I'm a thirsty boy. Very big sigh. I can't help but let out a sigh as I arrive back in my room.
冗談じゃないよ。
Really, this can't be happening. But it is, unfortunately.
何が嫁嬢コンテストだ、クソが。
Like, for reals, why do I have to enter that dumb thing? IDGI, like, at all. I don't get it? Is that right? For the survival of the Robot Club. At least that's what Four Eyes said and Yashio Senpai are both saying. Well, I'm gonna be at a slight angle with my webcam being on top of my laptop. Though I very quickly found that my webcam is kind of covering up the text a little bit. So had to shift it over just a little bit. It's not like I don't have any attachment to the Robot Club either. Hell, for me, that incident last year was significant enough to change my life. It changed everyone's lives. But why did it have to be the Yomejo contest? Or contesto, as they say in Japanese. I want to intensely interrogate them for a good hour or so.
平壁平壁
A wow punch.
どうしたフラウ元気がないぜ
Well, she is. I was kind of wondering if Genki and Rosetta were going to show up. Although, I did see in the credits for Irie's phase that Genki and Rosetta were listed in the credits, so there is that. Genki talks to me after I unintentionally vocalize my feelings. Oh, and I didn't read Wall Punch. Let's read Wall Punch first, since that came up first. Internet slang used in the 2000s, short for I was annoyed and punched the wall. Because doesn't everyone do that? It's like, I can't recall a single time that I have. It's like, when I get annoyed, I just punch a pillow. I don't want to hurt my hand. Particularly used when one feels envious of someone else. This is not meant to be taken literally. The nuance is that one feels envious enough that they'd want to punch a wall. I was about to say they'd want to wall punch. I'm used to saying it that way. And Genki, fiction, the protagonist of the anime Mobile Battler Gunvarel. A full name is Doto Genki. He is 14 years old, a hot-blooded 8th grader with a zeal for justice and battle. Descended from a warrior that fought against Anubis thousands of years in the past. His cart trooper is Gunvarel. Frau created her own bot based off him on her phone droid. And from there, that inspired her to create Kill Ballad, right? I think I'm on the right track with that. Genki-kun is a bot I developed. Bot. A program that handles simple tasks for a person usually over the internet. In this case, it refers to programs that level your online game character or sending designated tweets on SNS. I don't know why, but that acronym makes me think of SNL. But that's completely different. Comes from the word robot. Obviously. Using AI tech, I have him at a level where he can hold a decent conversation. Just ignore his super nosy personality.
ほらどうした疾風怒涛の元気一発頑張れる
I can't remember. Did he ever say this in the first game? I don't think he did. And that's what Akio always says in the first game. So, and that's like become her motto, practically. So I think. I mean, maybe if someone can refresh my memory if he said this in the first game or not. It's been quite a while.
元気くんうっぜ
元気がない時こそ笑顔が大切ですよ
Hi, Rosetta. It's actually nice to see Rosetta and Genki again. I mean, even though they're very small characters, don't have a whole lot of weight on the story, it's nice to see them again.
笑顔でいれば元気は自然と出てくるぜ。
はいはい、ワロスワロス。
Talk about LOL worthy? Tired of bantering, I focus on the monitor in front of me.
はあ、めんどくせえ。息をするのもめんどくせえ。
Just to breathe? Well, Frau, you need to breathe. You can't just hold your breath. It's like, you don't breathe, you could die. And I don't want you to die.
ロゼッタタン、例のニヤド再生してくだしや。
Well, I've already read Paul's Rosetta fiction, the heroine from the anime Mobile Battler Gundam. Her full name is Yuki Rosetta. She is the 14-year-old granddaughter of Professor Yuki, who invented the cart trooper. However, in truth, she is an ancient Miko princess sworn to protect the Emerald Tablet. She was lost in the cracks between space and time and was taken in and protected by Professor Yuki after he accidentally saved her. He accidentally saved her? It's like, how do you accidentally save someone? She pretends to be the professor's granddaughter to hide herself from Anubis. Now, that's a smart idea. Frau created her own bot based off her on her phone droid.
いつものあれね。わかったわ。
On screen, a 3D character begins to dance to one of my favorite Vocaro songs. Vocaro. Or is it Vocaro? That would make more sense with this in Japanese. A fiction. A product name for a voice synthesis DTM desktop music software developed and sold by Yamana, a Japanese instrument maker. Its actual name is much longer, of course. Voice synthesis DTM software. So it's kind of like a text-to-speech voice in a way. This is my recent obsession. Okay. It's like I thought I saw a bar at the bottom, and yeah, there is. It's, hey, I'm watching a YouTube vid. Watching this vid helps me to relax a little. But then, what's wrong? I noticed something on the security monitor off to the side. Does she have a visitor?
なんぞこれ。
Huh? All I see is concrete and a little bit of grass. What's going on? What's that in the right corner there? It's small, white, and round. Must be referring to what's in the corner there. A stray dog? I hate dogs. No. Not just dogs. I hate animals in general. Are we gonna learn why she hates animals? I hope we do. It's like, why does she have such a strong hatred for animals? They're loud, they stink, and they die too fast. Not necessarily. I mean, I don't really know what the average lifespan of a dog is, but I know they can live, at a pretty old age. Same thing with cats. I mean, I grew up with cats, and one of the cats that we had gotten when I was like still a baby. It was a stray, and my parents just took her in, and we had her up until her death, natural death. And she died just like a couple of weeks before I graduated high school. So yeah, for like 18 years we had her. So she lived a very long time. So, but upon closer inspection, I realize it's not a dog. What is it? I've seen this somewhere before. It's...
嘘だろ。
Ooh, the mysterious music is back.
フラウ
But, that can't be!
ガタ
Scram?
おい、どうしたんだよ、フラン。
Yeah, what is happening?
お出かけですか？
I dash out the door without responding to the bots. It's gotta be somewhere around here. Maybe in the bushes? And then I see it. Something unbelievable. Yeah?
Hmm?
Of course we're not gonna find out right away. Such a tease, game, such a tease. The festival grounds are buzzing today. It's a different type of atmosphere than at the beginning of the festival.
ああ、橋田さん、もう来てたんだ。
どうもどうも。ところでこれ何の騒ぎ？
さあ、俺も今来たとこだから。
裏飯屋。
Spooky, spooky. Akio, why are you saying spooky?
ん？
どうしたのさ、アキちゃん。朝っぱらから変な声出して。
No, not at all. And this is someone who makes weird noises out of the blue.
もう二人とも何さその反応。もっと驚くとか怖がるとかしてよ。
From you saying spooky?
怖がるも何も、こんな明るいうちからそんなこと言われたって。
Fair. It should be dark. It should definitely be dark if you're gonna try and scare someone.
ね
ち
え。でだからさ、何があったの？
ああ、そうだった。それがね、出たんだって。
What? Akitan asks in what can only be described as her best attempt at a spooky voice. Spooky. I feel like she could do better than that.
出たって、もしかして幽霊？
違う違う、めんこ。
Menko? What's a Menko? a word for monster in the Tanegashima dialect. Monster, okay. The word is said to come from the masks, used in entertainment and annual events. Come from masks used in entertainment and annual events. I mean, the only thing that's making me think of is, those, theater masks. But that's not right, though, is it? This is something else, right?
何それ？
種子島の方言だね。本土でいう妖怪のこと。
Oh, yokai. Okay. Huh. Okay, yokai. I don't know too much about yokai.
妖怪ってあの妖怪だよね。墓場で運動会やっちゃう的な、会社も仕事も的な。
The ones without companies or jobs? What?
そう、それが夕べ出たんだって。朝からもうその話題で持ちきり。
I mean, it's a smallish island, so I guess word gets around fast. Akitan says with glistening eyes. It's like, is Akiho into the supernatural now? I don't remember her being into the supernatural in the first game. I think that's something I would have remembered. I guess she's into yokai too, not just robots. A yokai, eh?
幽霊っていうならまだしも、このご時世に妖怪だなんて。
Yashio-kyun took the words right out of my mouth.
うちだってそう思うよ。見た人が一人だけならね。
If there was only one witness? So there were multiple witnesses?
ってことは、何人か目撃者がいるってこと？
Akitan nods ostentatiously.
それでどんな妖怪が出たの？
チョカメンと濡れ嫁嬢だって。
Shokamen and Nure Yomejo. It's like, why didn't Nome Yorejo pop up as a tip as well? Oh, because I've already gotten it as a tip. Ghost story told in Tanegashima about the spirit of a drowned woman. Yomejo is a word that means young woman in Tanegashima. Okay. To refresh our memory, Chokaman, a monster from Tanegashima. Around Kagoshima, Chokaman is said to be a Sukumogami that inhabits flat clay teapots for drinking shochu called Chiyoka. It is said to appear in the night, and if you spy it, it disappears by running up a slope. Just by running up a slope? What if it can't find a slope? However, nowadays the amount of people who've heard of it has decreased. But yet there's still people around who have heard of it. I heard her words clearly, but I have no clue what she actually said. Because it's all Tanegashima dialect.
嫁嬢っていうのは若い娘さんのことだよね。
Oh, I think I've seen drawings of this woman in other stuff. Like in some, like, you know, live action shows. Because she does look familiar. Okay.
濡れ嫁嬢は全身ずぶ濡れの女の人の幽霊で、ってことは幽霊で間違ってはないのか。
I mean, that's partly what a spirit is. A ghost. It's like ghost, spirit, apparition. It's like they're all really lumped in the same category. Putting aside the question as to whether it's a ghost or a yokai, yokai as well, is this Nuryo Meijo supposed to be a hot girl in wet clothes? Of course, Daru would think that this girl would be hot. Of course.
そのチョカなんとかってのは何？
Choco whatever. Choco chicken.
チョカ麺っていうのは急須の形をした麺香のこと。
A menko that looks like a pot? Okay. Also, this face. Yeah, actually, it's more like. Let's see. Is it some sort of Sukumogami? Now I get this as a tip. A monster that materializes from an object. Like a pot, alright. The name derives from the idea of a spirit which dwells in an item used for a long time will become a monster after 99 Sukumo years. Hence the name Sukumogami. Very interesting. Also, 99 years? That is a super long time. Jesus. So basically once every... Well... If it's in an item, can more than one be from an item? An object? From the... Used for a long time will become a monster after 99 years. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now that I'm reading this again, it's after 99 years, the object becomes a Sukumogami. Got it. Okay. I'm glad I read that again. Still, long time.
濡れ嫁嬢にチョカ麺ね。
It's like we're all of a sudden getting supernatural.
あ、その顔は信じてないでしょう、カイ。
If we're getting all supernatural, someone better call Sam and Team Winchester.
だって考えてもみなよ。濡れ嫁嬢はともかくチョカ麺だよ。見間違えるにしてもありえる？
He's right. A ghost of a woman, I totes get. But the ghost of a pot? That just sounds absurd. Kind of. But, you know, I am of the mind to believe the unbelievable. That's how I like to put it. It's like I believe in ghosts, monsters. I mean, even at a young age, I was into that thing, especially in terms of werewolves. I mean, like when I was growing up, I think it was 3 years in a row, I dressed up as a werewolf for Halloween. So, I was that into werewolves when I was a kid. I even had like one of those little pocket books about werewolves, and as well as like Dracula and mummies. And I think I also had one of Frankenstein as well. It's basically the classic monsters, especially the classic movie monsters,
もう、だからこそ出たって言うんじゃん。それにさ、目撃者が何人もいるんだから。
何人もってどれくらい？
はっきりはわかんないけど、10人くらい？
I mean, kind of a low number, but still, small island, word gets around. Yashio-kun and I look at each other in disbelief at such a high number. That's a high number? What? No, that's a low number. If there were only a couple of witnesses, there'd be plenty of room for doubt. But 10? Yikes. Personally, I think it's a low number. Do yokai really exist? Just as I contemplate this impossible question, someone familiar comes running toward us. I have a tendency to say towards instead of toward. I don't know why.
Yasho senpai, news desu.
Yeah? About the yokai? Subaru-kun says as he rushes over.
ニュース？嫁嬢のことならもう聞いてるけど。
News? It's like interesting that they kind of say news. Just news?
なんだ、知っていたんですか?
Did he come all this way just to talk about ghosts? I mean, this seems to really be a big deal. It's like, all of a sudden, supernatural elements. Subaru-kuns can be... What? Okay. Typo. Why is Subaru's name possessive? It shouldn't be possessive here. Subaru-kun can be really nice sometimes.
それで、先輩方はどう思います？
だって、まあちょっと信じられる話じゃないよね。
ですが、信じられないとはいえ、事実ではあります。
そうなの？まさか、スバル君も目撃者の一人とか？
目撃者？ええ、まあ、確かめはしましたが。
Really? Subaru was one of the witnesses?
本当に？で、どうだった？
どうって、まあ驚きましたよ。あれだけ嫌がっていたのに、今日になって手のひらを返したようにですからね。一体何があったのか。
No, he isn't talking about the supernatural. He's talking about Frau. Wait a sec.
待って、 話が噛み合ってない気がするんだけどさ。
はい？
スバル君は一体何の話をしてたん？
ですから嫁嬢コンテストのことですよ。
コンテスト？
All of a sudden we're pulled right out of the spooky music.
ヤシオ先輩たちは何の話をしてたんですか？
濡れ嫁嬢を目撃した人がいたっていう話だよ。
濡れ嫁嬢ってまさかあの面孔のですか？
Seeing the rest of us nod affirmatively, Subaru-kyun releases a long sigh. I take it he doesn't believe in the supernatural.
ナンセンスです。そんなものが存在するわけないでしょう。
Yeah, thought so.
でも見たって人がいるんだよ。それも大勢。しかも濡れ嫁嬢だけじゃなくチョカメンまで。
ますますナンセンスだ。そんな話信じているんだとしたら僕は先輩方の常識を疑います。
I mean, you can have common sense and still believe in the supernatural. Didn't we literally just say all of this?
で、スバル君の方の嫁嬢は何だったの？
そうです、それです。
Subaru-kyun leans in.
フルゴーリが嫁嬢コンテストにやる気を出したんですよ。
She is. Okay. Well, last time it seemed like she didn't really want to. But now she's totally in. What got her to change her mind? I wonder. Was it whatever she saw outside? Has to be, right?
え？フラウボーが？
つまり今日来たらどうすれば優勝できるか聞いてきたってこと？
Frau asked Subaru how to win a beauty pageant. I feel like that was the wrong person to ask.
ええ、僕はてっきりヤシオ先輩が説得したのかと思ったんですが、その様子だと違うようですね。
Nope, wasn't me. And Daru, right? Apparently Frautan really is up to compete in the Yomejo contest.
フラウボーはなんて？
ロボ部のためにと言っていましたが、果たして信じられるものかどうか。
Now, why do you say that? It's like you've known her for quite a while. It's like, and you can't trust her? Like you said, it's a little suspect to think that Frautan, who was so reluctant yesterday, is now suddenly doing this for the robot club. It's like, did she become possessed or something? It's like, what's going on here? Is it an alien invasion? It's like, did her body get snatched? An invasion of the body snatchers, anyone?
嫁嬢コンテストって賞金は出るんだっけ？
ええ、それなりには。
でもフラウボーがお金に困るとも思えないんだけど。
Yeah, I mean, since since she's, pretty much like loaded, I mean, she's rich. It's like we know that from the first game. It's like she wouldn't exactly be hurting for money.
急に必要になったってこともあるかもしれない。
We brainstorm some possible reasons, but eventually we decide that we're getting nowhere.
とにかくフルゴーリもやる気を出したことですし、あとはヤシオ先輩お願いしますよ。
Way to pass the buck there, Subaru.
はい？なんで俺が？
当たり前でしょ。他は全員忙しいんですから。
It's like, so what? Kaito is the only one who's not busy? It's like, he has to be busy with something, right?
俺だって勉強で忙しいんだけど。
Yeah, he's busy with his studies.
もちろん勉強の合間で構いません。それにフルゴーリも僕たちが言うよりヤシオ先輩が言う方が耳を貸しますし。
He does have a point there. Definitely.
だけどミスコンのアドバイスなんて俺にも。
Well, bring Akiho along. Maybe she can help.
とにかく任せましたよ。ロボ部の存続は2人にかかってるんですからね。では僕はこれで。
Actually, maybe... No, wait. I was just thinking maybe Usui could help. Because I kind of get the feeling that, she's done the contest before. And so she knows what to expect from the contest and what the contest is expected of its participants. So maybe Usui could help, but at the same time, she's gonna be part of the contest. So it's like she wouldn't really feel compelled to help a fellow participant. I mean, Frau needs some kind of help, though. And I feel like while Kaito would be able to convince her, he's a guy. It's like, this is more of an area for a girl to come in and try and help. Whether it be like Akiho or Juna or... Oh, wait a minute. Nae. It's like she's an adult. Maybe she can actually help. Nae could totally help. And she'd be willing to help.
Subaru くん、ちょっと。
Subaru-kun flees the scene just as quickly as he had appeared, paying no mind to Yashio-kun's cries. It's like, Subaru-kun, away! I'm gonna turn that into a running joke with every character, aren't I? He finally turns to Akitan after watching Subaru-kun's back for a bit.
アキちゃん？
うちこそミスコンなんてどうすればいいのかわからないし、それにうちもバイトあるし。あ、店長が呼んでるみたい。はーい、今行きまーす。
I didn't hear anyone call. Akiho, away! I am gonna make that a running joke. I don't hear the manager's voice at all. Sam. But at this rate...
そんじゃ僕もこれで。
Daru away again?
橋田さん
Ooh. that makes me, the way he said that makes me think of a particular moment in Steins Gate Zero. He grabs the sleeve of my shirt tightly. It's like, you're not going anywhere, buddy. I knew this was gonna happen. Although I feel like Daru would be able to get away rather easily. I mean, he's the bigger one of the two of them.
僕だって忙しいっつうの。
毎日暇そうにここに来てるのに。
やることだってあるし。
やることって？
それは。
I can't tell him right now. Was it a big secret or something?
橋田さんはそういうコンテスト詳しそうだよね。
What? Because he's a gentleman perv?
詳しくなんかないよ。
Yeah, it's like Daru wouldn't know. He's mainly into, 2D girls, and of course his wife.
少なくとも俺よりは詳しいでしょ。
That may be true.
お願い。
It's like, help a guy out.
で、ここがフラウタンの家。
Yep. Yeah. It's like, this is the airport. This is her house? What? Man, I always end up helping out. I mean, you're the other main protagonist here. Aren't I just the nicest guy? I mean, you are nice, yes.
そう、コナちゃんはここに一人で住んでる。
It's an odd place, that's for sure. There's a main street that runs vertically along Tanegashima. This weird building is situated just before entering the Nakatane residential district to the west. In front of me is a large, empty plot of land. This is the old Tanegashima airport. I've been here before. Oh, he has? It's like, when has he been here before? She lives here all alone?
古いホテルらしいんだけどね。買い手もつかずに放置されてたところを買い取って、しかも改装して住んでるんだって。
Yep. It's like we saw that all last game.
へえ。
I don't know what Tanegashima's real estate market is like, but I bet it'd be way cheaper than living in Tokyo. More than likely, yes, definitely. But it still must have taken a good chunk of money to buy off all of this. Does he not know who Frau is?
ギルバラで稼いだお金全部つぎ込んだとか。
She spent all the money she earned with Kill Ballad. So So what? She's now broke? I mean, I guess since her mom is unfortunately dead, and did we ever learn what happened to her father? I can't remember. It's like, yeah, it's like, and with her father's like MIA, right? Or is he dead too? Yeah, I honestly can't remember. But it's like just her. So, is she not rich anymore?
なるほど。
Even then, it doesn't seem like she's struggling to make ends meet at all.
ま、とにかく本人にコンテストのことを聞いてみよう。
That was a very loud doorbell. Yashio-kun presses the intercom button, and after some needless banter, Frau Tan lets us through.
聞いてよろしいか。
何？
外で何か見たりは。
Is Frau superstitious?
何かって？
なんでもないですし、お寿司見てないならいいですし。
橋田さん、何か見た？
Or is she just scared?
いいんや。
And how am I supposed to know what this anything looks like? Yeah, that's actually fair.
外に何かあるの？
I mean, there was last night. Is there something still outside?
細けいことはいいんだよ。それより何か。ようなら産業でよろ。
嫁嬢コンテスト出る気になったんだって？
うわ、まさかの一行。
ねえ、どうなの？本当なの？
イグザクトリー、その通りでございます。
そうなんだ。でもさ、なんで急に出る気になったの？昨日はあんなに嫌がってたのにさ。
そんなのロボ部のために決まってるだろ、上皇。
Just for the robot club and not for us?
ロボ部のためね。
何か問題でも？
いや、橋田さん、どう思う？
Yashio-kun asked me in a low enough voice that Frau Tan can't hear.
理由はどうあれ、やる気になってるならいいんじゃね？
Even if she was after the prize money, she would still have to win, so our interests align perfectly. Which means there's nothing to worry about. I feel like there's plenty to worry about.
わかった。それじゃあ優勝できるように俺たちも協力するよ。
It's like with whatever Frau saw. It's like, is that something we should be worried about? As well as what we were talking about earlier with the supernatural and all. It's like, should we worry, or should be... I cannot speak. Should we also be worried about any, like, yokai or chokamen or What was the other one again? The wrong one. Where is it? And then Nurio Meijo. It's like, should we actually be worried about those? Go ahead.
そうだね。まずは何から始めればいいんだろう。やっぱり見た目？
For a second there, I thought it was gonna be like, where should we begin? Where to start looking first? Sometimes my mind can really go into the gutter. It's like we're all capable of it. He's so used to her nonsense that he continues without paying any mind to her.
そのボサボサの髪と、あとだらしない格好はなんとかした方がいいよね。
I mean, this is just her, lounge clothes. It's like, just basically what I'm wearing too. Just, it's like, I mean, I changed my shirts out for doing this, but I get all comfy before I sit down to record.
さらっと失礼なこと言ってね。
コナちゃん相手に遠慮したってしょうがないでしょ。なんなら元気くんとロゼッタにでも聞いてみたら。
Ask Genki and Rosetta?
元気とロゼッタ？それって頑張れるの主人公とヒロインじゃね？
お、俺のこと知ってるのか？光栄だな。
that would surprise Daru. I flinch at the sudden voice.
俺は元気。怒涛元気だ。よろしくな。
Nice to meet ya.
この声は確かに元気くんの声。
はじめまして。私は結城ロゼッタです。よろしくお願いしますね。
しかもロゼッタたんまで。はあはあ。
It's like Daru is getting all excited and and he's getting worked up. It's like, where are these voices coming from? Where are they? Whoops. Oh wait, we haven't actually looked around in here. Again, the mage's logo. Actually, I wonder. The last game there was a bottle. Yup, right there. Still there. Yes. The mage's logo on the is that supposed to be a water bottle? Yeah, I saw that last game and I couldn't believe it. But yeah, oops.
どうや
I accidentally skipped.
大丈夫ですか？脈拍が速くなっているみたいですが。
ご心配なく。つうか、これなんなん？ボット？
さすが、よくわかるね。コナちゃんが作ったんだって。
So he caught on quick that there were bots. And of course, Frau is so proud. It's like, she would be. It's like she did create them. Frauton sticks her chest out. Here.
でも声だけなん？
No.
私のポケコンの中にいるけど、私のだから見せてあげなよ。
It's like, can I just get a peek?
そこなんとか減るもんでもなし。
It's like he really wants to see Frau. Come on.
だが断る。
だがそれも断る。
But I also refuse. It's like, I refuse, but I refuse, but I also refuse. It's like, just as I would expect from the two, to put it nicely, nerds.
ぐぬぬ。
ぐぬぬぬ。
Are they just copying each other now?
ちな、ロゼッタ空気説について一言。
Theory of Rosetta's non-existence? What?
あれはストーリー展開的に仕方ないと思われ。
Oh, it's from the Gunfra anime. Okay.
さらに言えば登場が少ない分妄想がはかどるわけで。
ハゲド、まさにその通りですぞ。
Back mad means to strongly agree.
ネットではビアンカとビオレッタが真のヒロインって言われてるけどさ、僕はビオレッタはどうかと思う。
Bianca and Violetta. It's like we don't know those characters. That's the first we've heard about them.
それな、ビアンカはいい。でもビオレッタ、てめえはダメだ。
Wow. Throwing some real shade at Violetta here. That tends to be an unpopular opinion, but it seems like Frauton and I are on the same page about this. I mean, great minds think alike, right? Then Frauton slowly pulls out her phone droid from her pocket.
どうぞ。
え、もしかして見せてくれるの？
It seems like it.
だからって心を許したわけじゃないんだからね。
Just you wait, Frau. You're gonna open up even more, aren't you? It's like this is just a small stepping stone for her to open up to Daru, since he's the new one here. Frauton does her best tsundere line impression, excuse me. I look at her phone droid screen and see two very familiar characters standing side by side.
おお、これは確かに元気くんにロゼッタターン。
よ、俺元気。あんたは？
僕は橋田イタルだお。
橋田さんですね。ロゼッタです。よろしくお願いします。
Like, Hashida Itaru, just call me Daru. Everyone else does. Well, in Steins Gate anyway. I mean, well... No, wait, I retract that. Only Okabe and Mayuri call him Daru. But still, it's a nickname.
へえ、よくできてるお。
I mean, Frau is a genius.
そらそうよ。
おいおい、あんまりジロジロ見るなよ。
そんなに見られると恥ずかしいです。
おお、ちゃんとこっちの言葉にも反応してくれるんだね。
当たり前ですがな。私が作った高性能ボットなんで。
It's like the amount of time Frau had to have put into creating them must have been astronomical.
これボットって言いつつちょっとした AI だよね。
ほほう。
すげえ。あ、でもこの子たちもっと高性能な AI にできないかな。
すげえ。It's like he really stretched that out.
高性能な AI って愛理みたいな。
It's like, well, that's always been a typo, right? Alry, Airi. It's like, it's correct here, but with, press the wrong button, but here it's Alry. It's like, that came across in the first game too. It's like, that is a typo, right? Fiction, an application that only existed inside IRUO. It was developed by Kimiji Mako and modeled off of Yukefuni Airi when she was 14 years old. Currently, in August of 2020, it is no longer online. Well, we all know what happened to her from the last game, so it's sad that she's gone, but it's like that Airi will always be in Kaito's heart and in mine. A prototype of a next-gen interface application that voluntarily connects and communicates information while residing inside a server. Besides Airi mode, there is also a robot-type automatic information collecting engine known as Gijene mode. Gijene also provides support to Airi as a navigation system.
え、何言ってんのヤシオキュン。アイリタンは人間でしょう。
Of course he wouldn't know.
ああ、いや、俺が言ってるのはそういうことじゃなくて、まあいいや、なんでもない。
No, Kaito, you're gonna have to explain it to him at some point.
Hmm?
And of course, Daru is gonna be curious now what this is about. It's like he's gonna be on pins and needles and wanting to know what Kaito was just talking about.
でもさ、高性能な AI ってそんな簡単にできるもんなの？
I mean, I would be on pins and needles if I was Daru.
いや、まあ僕は専門家じゃないからそこまで詳しいわけじゃないんだけどさ。でも、ディープラーニングできるようにしたりさ。
Deep learning. Also known as deep structured learning. Isn't that basically the same thing? A type of machine learning method where the computer itself captures potential details and makes an efficient decision by using artificial neural networks. It is mainly used in pattern recognition, such as voice recognition or an automatic language process acting as a sound assistant or image recognition. Okay, so this is specifically for voice recognition or an automatic language process acting as a sound assistant or image recognition. It's like with the image recognition part of it, that would be like deep faking someone, you know, their image and what they look like. At least that's what I'm getting from this. That it sounds like the process of deep faking someone's face onto someone else's like body. I mean that sounds about right anyway.
あ、架空の記憶を作ってやるってのもいいかも。
False memories. Is that a good thing or a bad thing that you can do that?
僕の友達が記憶を持った AI っての研究しててさ、フラウタンならそれくらい。
My friend is doing research on AI that have memories. That has to be Kurisu.
橋田さん。
なん
Oh. I don't notice the expression on Frautan's face until Yashio-kyun calls me out.
そんなの簡単にできるわけないだろ、上皇。
As expected.
ああ。
プログラムなめんな。
It's like Frau takes programming very seriously. I mean, she does stay up all night working on her programming. It's like so much to the point that she sacrifices sleep. So, yeah. Frautan says with a stern voice as she puts away her phone droid, not bothering to hide the glum expression on her face.
あ、いや、まあ、そうだよね。うん。素人考えなんで気にしないで。
Like, it's okay. Right, Frau?
イラカベイラカベ。
I guess not.
おい、フラウ？
血圧が上がっていますが、大丈夫ですか？
I think it's so funny that they keep track of Frau's blood pressure.
コナちゃん怒ってるの？
Very clearly she is.
別に怒ってないですけど。
It's like, yes, you are, Frau. That's clearly a lie. Yeah. I get it. I do. Anyone would get annoyed if some rando who doesn't even work in your field talks like they know it all. Yeah. Man, I'm a jerk. Okay, now time for some self-deprecation.
とりあえずさ、話をコンテストに戻そうか。
Despite the awkward air setting over us, Yashio-kyun manages to change the subject.
まず最初に確認しておかなきゃいけないのは、コンテストの審査基準だよね。
Why did they need to know the judging standards? Yashio-kyun pulls out his own phone droid.
外見はもちろんのこと、作法、所作、教養などを総合して審査いたします。なお、本コンテストは幅広い世代を対象としておりますので、年齢による優劣はありません。
No age restrictions. And that's why Usui can easily enter. Of course. And it's just like a normal beauty pageant, right? Etiquette, behavior, refinement. It's like I've never seen a beauty pageant myself, but I take it that God dang. I take it that is the core of a beauty pageant. Those three things right there: etiquette, behavior, and sense of refinement.
磨き上げたあなたの魅力をぜひアピールしてください。だって。
Polished charms. That sounds so very posh.
予想外に本格的すぎわろた。
These types of contests usually only look at appearance and talent, but I guess this one is more sophisticated. I mean, if it's a higher end beauty pageant, then yeah. Contestants have to be polished in a more general sense. So, where do we even begin? It's a fair question, I'd have to say. I took to my side and make eye contact with Yashio-kyun. I guess he's thinking the same thing. How are men like us supposed to know the first thing about refined women? Well, what about your wife, Daru? Isn't she refined in some way? It's like, shouldn't he know by now? Being married? I mean, maybe? I don't know. It's like, we don't know Yuki super well in the Steins Gate. In the Steins Gate games, so it's kind of hard to say now that I think about it.
とりあえず身近な人を参考にしてみるとか。
Model her after someone they know? Like who? I propose that the fastest shortcut is to get her to look like someone else. So they're gonna quote unquote program Frau? It's like and deep learn her into a refined woman. That actually sounds rather interesting now that I think about that.
身近な人ね。
Another girl they know. Well, there's Akiho, Juna, Nae. Do I dare count Asui?
そう、誰かいない？みんなが憧れるような女の人。
Everyone admires? Who everyone admires. Misane. Before her whole mess with Kimiji Mako, she was admired, right?
ほら、瀬宮美咲城とかどう？前はエグゾスケルトン社の候補としてみんなの憧れ的存在だったじゃん。
Well, that too, yeah. Wow. I was just making a wild theory. I wasn't expecting to be right. Oh my god.
ミサ姉か。 確かに美人で頭はいいけど。
But since the events of last game, it's like she has been in the hospital since then. It's like, why has she been in the hospital for so long? She should be out of the hospital now.
ただ、みんな知らないだけで、あの人の場合どっちかというとメンタリティは男に近いんだよね。俺としてもそういう目で見られないし。
I mean, even the tomboyest of tomboys could wind up being the most refined woman. At least I think so. Granted, I haven't really grown up with someone who I would call a tomboy, so I don't really know. But that's how I feel, anyway. Since I've only seen her on TV and in magazines, I guess there are sides to her that I don't know about. Yeah, I mean, why would he really know her? Although then again, he is, kind of co-workers and friends with Sawada, and Misane worked with Sawada, so did her and Daru never kind of like meet in any way? After failing to come up with anything, we talked Frauton into heading to the festival grounds. So you know what? I think I'm actually going to stop it here for today. This seems like a good stopping point before I get into this next scene. So very, very interesting that Frau has decided to actually go through with the contest. And also kind of interesting that we got into talking about the supernatural. I wasn't expecting that. But I do wonder now if we have to worry about the supernatural now, since that seemed to be a major talking point here. I just wonder. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.